I'm sorry I won't get to see the boys grow up. You're a good mother, and I know it will be hard for you now. I hope you can forgive me for this. Please try to understand and forgive me. Forgive me. On October 2nd, 2006, a violent act shook our nation when a man walked into an Amish schoolhouse in Pennsylvania and shot 10 young girls before turning the gun on himself. In an award-winning play, Dickey awakens the voices caught on both sides of the tragedy. 2 young girls who were murdered by the gunman, little Velda and teenage Anna, Amish sisters who are now stuck drifting between worlds, and also the voice of Carol, the gunman's wife, who eventually learned through the faith and strength of the Amish the miraculous healing power of forgiveness. The Amish Project by Dickey. You want to hear a miracle? I still love my husband. Last night, I could have swore I saw him standing out on our front lawn. And I covered my eyes and said, "Go away!" And when I looked back, he was gone. This is my mama, and this is my papa. Mama wears a bonnet like this. Oh, and this is my sister Anna. Anna has long hair the color of corn and pink fingernails and stinky feet, but pretty pink lips. The first thing I see is flowers. Flowers in the bright day yard behind our house. And then my papa, working in a field over and beyond a hill. Then suddenly I'm in the kitchen with Mama. She's humming and sewing. Mama only hums when she thinks you're not there. I reach out to touch her and she gasps. Then I'm in the fields again. I recognize a pump next to the schoolhouse near our farm. Only the schoolhouse isn't there anymore. Just a dark square. Soon we'll be on our room Springer. That's when she decides whether or not to join our church. For my room Springer, I want to go to the beach because I'm going to wear a red swimming suit and it'll have white flowers all over it. And it'll show my breasts. But not too much. I can't wait to have breasts. Cows have breasts with milk in them, but that's not the same thing. The man came into the school when Miss Emma was preparing the blackboard for a spelling exercise. He asked if we'd seen a Clevis pen he'd lost along the road. We all told him we hadn't. He doesn't look anyone in the eye. When the man comes back in, he has a gun. This is the man. And this is his gun. He said, "Pray for me." He tells Miss Emma and the boys to leave. He barricades the front door. He makes all the girls line up in front of the chalkboard. There are 10 of us. He ties our wrists with plastic ties and our feet. I started praying to God, trying to feel how God wants me to behave, but my heart's racing and the air feels like wool. He looks at me. The police are pulling up around the school. Everything is getting louder and louder. Sweat starts dripping from his face. He keeps looking at me, then back outside. His fingers are twitching on the gun. We're all standing there against the chalkboard. wanting our mamas, waiting. Sir! Please shoot me first. I forgive you. Man enters Amish schoolhouse and opens fire. I got back from the grocery store and the Amish were here. I was shocked to see them. Shocked they were here. The women wear those cotton dresses with the bonnets, and the men have the t-shirts with the suspenders and hats. It's like a whole nother planet. He sat there. His name was Aaron. They were all very polite. They kept deferring to me, to my grief. I wanted to say stop. Stop. I asked him how they were, how his little girls were. And he looked at me and he said, "We must trust in God now." Is that right? I love it when people say that. Have you turned on the TV lately? Oh, you haven't? Let me fill you in. Stuff like this happens every day. Things that are this sick and more happen every day. And as mortified as I am by my husband's actions, as disgusting, Eddie wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't the devil. He just couldn't push his darkness down anymore, and it ate him. It ate him, and it ate those poor girls. And now it's eating me. So you can tip your hat and call that evil, but the truth is, that's all of us. That's the world. And if your God was so great, then where was he? Where was your God when my husband took 3 guns, KY jelly, and drove over to Schultz Road? You know, you come in here, try to make nice with the sicko's wife, well, now you know. Now you see what I am, you can leave. I said you can get out! And there, in the middle of his eyebrows, is a word. And he pushes that word into my brain. It's like he burned it there. And it hurts. But it helps.
This is my big sister Anna and her best friend Marianne. And this is Emma and Margaret.
Last night I saw Eddie. Saw him standing out on our front lawn. That word. I pushed that word to Eddie. I repeat it over and over. Until eventually I see him fade. Fade away into the night.
And this is Elizabeth and Catherine and her little sister Mary. And this is Esther and little Dottie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.